briefly going back to the weekend, now you've had a chance to sort of digest the game. What are your overall thoughts about the performance?
Yes, we analyzed the game with the players this morning. We are disappointed because we lost that game, and we want to win every game, even away against a good team. We had this first 25 minutes when it was difficult to deal with the offensive shape with our 4-4-2 block. So we talked about it this morning, about some details we need to solve, and we used another shape. And I think it was another good layer for us, because this shape with a 5-4-1 was interesting, and I think we solved the problem at that minute. We conceded a goal before, and then I think we had a good moment after. We dominated that game, and in possession it was interesting with many switch plays and good chances, and I think we had this we equalized logically, I think. But against this kind of team, which with many strong players, they have this ability in 1v1, in counter-attacks as well. So we made, I think, at the end 2 mistakes, and we lost that game at that moment.
In football, every team's trying to stay one step ahead of the opposition. You want to be one step ahead of Derby, and you do all the analysis to work out how the opposition are going to play. Were you surprised that you had to change things in the game on Saturday because of the way Watford approached the game?
No, but it's still a new experience with new players, and you can analyze their strength on screen, and then on the pitch it's still different, because the players can solve with a shape or struggled with this new experience. And I think it's important for us to have in our toolbox, can say like that, many different options that we can use if the first one doesn't work well. So this experience against Watford is useful for that. We didn't win the game, and we didn't have point at the end, but for our shared experience, we're still in a learning process. We are still building new foundations, and this one was interesting for that background, I think. Yeah.
At the weekend, you brought on Tommy Watson, and you had Harrison Jones on the bench. You're obviously not frightened to throw the young under-21 players into the first team squad at the moment and use them and play them.
Yeah, during this championship, these players will have opportunities to play, and for me it's just the identity of the club. When we have the opportunity to give them new experiences, minutes to understand the rhythm and to show their qualities as well, we'll do this with a huge confidence, because we trust these players, we trust that process, we trust that identity of the club, and sometimes they will play, as it was the case for Tommy, for example. His first touch was difficult, but the second one, the third one, and so on, it was very interesting. So they need experience, they need confidence, and we are happy with that.
You spoke last week as well about these 3 games, this 3-game week, energy, efficiency. Did you see on Saturday that work for you? Did you see the players exercising what you wanted from it, bearing in mind the game tomorrow night?
Yes, I think so. We spoke a lot about our identity, and it's clear that we want to press high, and we want to have many fast attacks in our game. But during a single game, we can't use these weapons all the time. We need to choose the right moments, especially during a week like that, with 3 games in a row. this blue part of our game, it's the part of the game when we need to control maybe the possession. We need to have maybe a lower block to control the opponent's possession. We need to use this moments differently, and I think it was in the mind of the players during the game at Watford. It's a balance, so it's not implemented in the game plan. It's something you need to use in real time with the understanding of the game, the dynamic, the momentum, and so on. So it wasn't so bad, I think, too bad against Watford. Obviously, we need to improve every element of our game, but that part of the dynamic was interesting, I think.
Derby, it's seemingly smarting a little bit from 2 goals from Norwich that were probably not goals because the ball was out of play, losing at home. What do you expect from them in terms of a reaction at Sunderland?
It's never easy to anticipate the reaction. I think it's a good team, another good team in this championship with a good dynamic. They are fit, they are physical, they are organized. So if we don't play well, we'll have many difficulties. So for us, the opponent is still strong. So I don't expect any weaknesses. I don't expect any low fit or something like that. For us, we need to play our best football. And against that team, I think our identity, as it was the case at Watford, is the main focus. And we need to improve many things in our game. For sure, against Derby, it will be a different experience. So we need to master all the elements of the game model.
Injuries, how are we looking? Leander, Ballard, Alan Brown couldn't feature at the weekend.
Alan Brown will be available for the Tudors.
Is there any time scale on the other 2?
Probably after the international break.